Hello and welcome to another exciting video, at least exciting for me. If nobody cares, but I do. I'm here over here at this beautiful, I refer this to as my church. Go here for solitude and restitude. And the topics we want to talk about today. Recently I lost a laptop. It was sitting there, working fine. I decided it needed a drink of a combination of Sprite Zero and rum, and then take it to good, and thus 5 years of writing didn't disappear. Thank God I had it in my drive, but the laptop serving me well over the many years died. I got we gave it the Purple Heart and declared DOA. Motherboard, the mother effed me, so it was gone. 3 weeks it had no freaking laptop. I had a cousin that sent me a nice little laptop too in the mail, FedEx style. That ended as well. Somebody wanted to do the 5-finger discount. Saw a little laptop being mailed, decided to snatch it up for his kid or to look up pornographic videos or whatever he did. Needless to say, that one never arrived. So anyway, I appropriated another one. I got another one and appropriated. I bought one. So I'm back in business. Back with my beautiful writing career. Hasn't gave me much money, but it's gave me some solitude. I'm out there too. I have other channels. I have Barking Dog Safari, which is my kid videos channel. I write a bunch of stories. Some of them are not just for kids, obviously, and I do write vampire stories. I have other more adult themed serial killer thrillers, whatever, out there too as well. So anyway, that happened. That sucked, but shit happens, like I said. So also I was recently did a story recently about the Pirates of Caribbean ride, Caribbean, as I like to say, because I've been to the Caribbean. I go, hey, why don't you sound like you've been there? Anyway, where they're changing the pirate that sits on a gold. I think it's at the end, or no, I think it's in the beginning anyway. And but they have him no longer, sitting on the gold. He's metamorphosing between life and death. I hate to see tradition die, but maybe it's not a bad thing. I'd have to have you guys do a GoFundMe so I can go to Disneyland and find out for myself. So I'll hold my breath until that happens. Disneyland has a special place for me. Worked at New Orleans Critter Country summer of 1989. Sweeping Pirates of Caribbean. I also Main Street Trash. If you haven't done Main Street Trash, you haven't lived. So anytime Disneyland, having worked there about a year or so, I have an affinity for it. Maybe nobody cares. I'm sure people do care about that. I know somebody cares. I had one of my listeners, believe it or not, or watcher or viewer, the few and the proud, or maybe not so proud, who knows, watched one of my videos, came back with an inquiry. I think this is a serious inquiry, maybe not. He goes, he has a friend of his that apparently has been pursuing a slow girl, and he hoping that his friend does the right thing. I have to say that I hope when you say slow girl, you're referring to somebody that is slow running. Not somebody that's actually slow mentally or something like that, or having a little challenge, because that's called illegal and that's not consent. So I hope you do the right thing, whoever you are, or at least have your friend, and I say friend in quotes, do the right thing. And don't go there, because I think everybody cares on that one, and I certainly do, so I wouldn't advocate it. Also, we refer to shrinkflation, where you're not getting much for your product as, for your bang, for your buck, so to say. Not referring to anything illicit like prostitution, but, if you pay, you should be able to get and retain the same amount of product for the same price that you were getting previously. You shouldn't lessen your product, your quantity, and then increasing the price. That just seems total highway robbery. Yeah, on this, I want you to consider this like a daily retch. I used to have a program called the Daily Retch. Didn't really take off. It was just supposed to be about a complaining channel where everybody could sit there and just put their complaints, and I would go ahead and let you all retch it out as if vomiting, whatever. But I never really went anywhere. But maybe this won't either. But hey, we're going to try it. I had this idea for a while. We could talk about anything from history to mystery. I know I put one about the Great Flood of 1919, just searching for topics and crap like that. But you know what? We got to have people out here who care, who are motivated. You know what? Even about the little thing. If you go to the yarn store, get your color of yarn. Maybe puts people to sleep. Doesn't put me to sleep, but go, hey man, let's get this person their yarn. I don't know, but specifically, and maybe don't take a cat with you when you go. I don't know, man. I guess I was trying to be funny, but maybe just funny looking. Anyway, I want you to go ahead and leave all your things. I feel free to go ahead and, retch out here. Go ahead and comment. Go ahead and complain. Say, I don't like the way you look, boy. I go, I'm sorry, friend. I was born this way. Well, actually, I wasn't born this way. I could have worked at it a little bit better. I know this is a silly hat, but only because I'm in an area right now that is, that's good. I'm a filming expert. I prefer this to my as my church and my sanctuary. It's a very pristine. I don't own one of those big old houses. Believe me, I am a renter and a dweller. I know if nobody cares, I do. If you're out there, apartment dweller, if you are housing poor, if you're actually a person that unfortunately has to live on the streets, I care. I want to make sure society assist you in any way, shape, or form. If your wife left you for another man or another woman, or she just left you because you're annoying, I care about that. Or if your husband cheated on you with your best friend, I care about that. Whatever it takes, Hey, we all are living this beautiful, big, giant world, and sometimes it's not so beautiful. We can talk about politics if you want. I try to steer clear of that. Plenty of political shows, and I certainly have my opinions. Maybe I share my opinions on that a little too much. But left or right, we got to go ahead and unite about certain things that are just critical. Anyway, see, random topic. Earbuds. I just I decided to pull apart my old ones one day, and I was without audio for a little bit, but I've obtained it. Keeps me mobile. I heard a lot of these things on the Amazon aren't branded, really. They're just kind of like random services, people that establish them and then disestablish them real quick. Kind of like almost like a little market cash and grab. Anyway, a fly has decided to get on my little cell phone. Well, anyway, I mean, I took the day off today because, hey, you know what? Why not? I don't have the time, but I do have the beer. Well, actually, I do have plenty of time, so I have to keep a day job for now, fortunately, as what happens. I mean, appreciated the job, don't get me wrong. Hey, any job we work from home, and even if you're alone, it's fine. Not that I'm alone, really. I'm not a loner, but I tell you what, the more I get, I find some solitude in it. And the news, I know that, you know, people have dropped out of the Senate race in Maine because of sexual. I tell you what, man, doesn't it? Man, woman, child, TV, whatever you are, people ruin world. I mean, sexual exploits have ruined lives, man. Think about the Battle of Troy and all that stuff like that. If God, Hector's brother wasn't trying to get some, the whole Battle of Troy would have never happened, right? So maybe you gotta just cool it now, man. That's like the song "Cool It Now." I don't know if anybody remembers that song back in the 80s. Anyway, you could also refer to this, you could say the Boring as Hell channel. You can call this whatever you want. 12 minutes of unadulterous. Hey, go to sleep by this voice, man. Just put that little subscribe and you know you can do it. You know you're out there. You know you are feeling downtrodden. And you think, oh, this guy's full of shit. He doesn't care about me. Hell yeah, man, I do. Maybe I don't care enough to have you move in with me, but I care to the point where, hey, you are a walking biological human being. And you should, try to be your best self. If you're a serial killer or a homicidal maniac, I think you should just turn yourself in, man. You know what? You'll feel better in the morning. You won't be on the run. But anyway, we don't know where we're going to go with this. I mean, we'll go and we'll continue on and we'll talk about different subjects. I'm an amateur historian. Love certain periods of, history, war, conflict, talk about the aristocracy, the kleptocracy, whatever you want to talk about. But anyway, anything, comments about anything you want me, I'll try to respond to everybody in there. If nobody responds, I'll seek out other material. We'll even morph into the paranormal. I don't care. I like the paranormal. Even if they're gone and nobody cares, I do. Anyway, all right, I'll get back with you later. And hey, have a great day. Bye-bye.